Alright, this is it, guys. We're on game 4. We're just one away from the 5-game series. And T1 kind of just overtake GenG in the last game through GenG's kind of odd mistakes. They also left Pays out to dry several times. It's like this was definitely Pays' best game of the series, or like so far. So that's a good sign that he's gonna maybe get better as the series goes on. And Keen and Chovy are still living it up. Canyon played better as well. So also I would say Lahen's kind of played better. The Lulu looked better than the other two champs he played, except for some spell usage seemed a little odd. And then T1 side, Faker's looking good. Owner's looking pretty good. Zeus is still iffy. Guma Kyria had a way better game. So let's see how this goes, guys, because we got TF ban and Senna ban still, Varus ban, Kallista's up. It's the same thing every time. Do we go for the Kallista? Do we play the Kallista?
It'll come down to the way the players play and how the team.
It's banned. Alright, so 2-game bans in a row, right? I believe it was banned in the 3rd game. Lucian taken away this time. They felt like that was problematic, and honestly, it was not. Like, the best way I could say it, also, I don't know why it time skipped here, but the Nami was an issue. Like, he actually played a really good Nami, and maybe that's why, but they misplayed the laning phase in game 3, which I discussed, which is why I don't think Lucian Nami is necessarily was the issue. They take Lulu right away because it's like just a direct answer, and so far it seems these guys are kind of down with the Zero. So are they gonna take Aesol, for instance, as an answer? It's been good to both games. Like, it's very viable. Or are they gonna go Corki again? If they go Corki, then they have a lot of range, and it's already a Lulu, so you're gonna go matching tank junglers probably.
A lot of discussion though about what that lock-in's going to be.
There's no priority jungler they want, right? I don't think so.
At the same time,
and they don't want to take their top yet.
Pays and Lahan, neither of them have looked that great. I think last game more so Lahan, but they won the earlier games more so towards.
So they go with the Aesol. I do think this has looked pretty good overall. Like, I do like the champion. Especially, you know, assuming that because they have Lulu, it's either going to be Zeri or Aphelios. It can't be Aphelios. To be honest, it won't be Aphelios. Let's say that right now. And I say that because if you're playing against Aesol, Aphelios doesn't do anything. It's most likely Zeri. Oh, it is Aphelios. Holy! I don't know if I would have picked him. I mean, so the outcome of Aphelios is that, like, he does have ranged, like, burst damage to add on compared to Zeri. But Zeri generally has better range overall. And she could also navigate the fights a little bit better because the Aesol can kind of transverse things. So I figured you would choose a champ that kind of gets out of these situations, but they went with Aphelios, so okay. So with this ban, they're both looking for junglers and tops again. T1 has consistently banned Rumble and Jace. Rumble and Jace, they banned Cassante, and they've been going for the Rek'Sai. I don't know if they'll ban the Cassante this time. And I feel like if Zeus is on Rek'Sai, I'm pretty happy, especially because I'm playing Aesol. Again, I feel like the Seju was good, and they definitely want to pick something like Seju or Rel as GenG, because you do need some engage here, something a little bit else added to it.
Composition could happen. Of course, the Aurelion Soul is one difference so far, but the bottom lanes could be.
There's the Jace.
For sure. No sign of Zeri either. Just,
are they gonna ban the Xin Zhao, or are they gonna give it away and then try to find an option? Poppy ban? That's fine. Actually, that's fine in the respect that, like, it does open up even Rel options. Vayne ban. So they consistently ban the top Vayne just to ensure there's no bullshit. I mean, I get it. I respect it. They did the same 2 bans as T1.
Perhaps this time around, T1 will actually take the Rek'Sai themselves, but
Xin Zhao again. So right now, Zeus is not playing an engager. Like, guaranteed he is not going to play an engager. Though he did play. He was the one who played Zac, so I guess it did happen. I mean, it technically did happen. And it would help having one additional person who can help catch. we'll see. I mean, we'll see how he navigates this.
Pick, and he just gets
For jungler, like, yeah, like, they could go the Seju again, and it... I mean, again, you can go, like, Renekton or something.
each and every time. And we just see something here for GenG that can link up the prio bottom lane they're looking for and the scaling.
Please not Rek'Sai.
No, if it's Rek'Sai Sejuani again, I think that's where, as a GenG fan, you really lose.
Okay, so they didn't bank Insante, right? So they had Rek'Sai, and it did really good one game. It got a good catch game 3, but the problem with the champion is that it does, like, kind of fall off in terms of, like, team fight contributions. So he did do decent, but there's times where he's just, like, over, like, forcing or whatever. Casante's a more simplistic champion that will be played into anything. So yeah, I guess we're going this. Granted, also if he went Renekton, maybe Zeus could go Gragas, and that actually is pretty annoying for their comp.
We have not seen that work out. Canyon on something more aggressive. I already mentioned the
Cassante.
pick that is hard to reliably execute.
Kha'Zix. So their comp has dog shit engage. Like, right? Like, GenG has no engage, but neither does T1. However, this is a perfect opportunity to be playing things like Ornn, Malphite. You could still play Gragas. Like, yeah, Lucian can definitely dodge some of these abilities, but they could really use someone that presses. What are they going to take? Even Renekton in the end is actually not bad, because Renekton to Cassante, he can win. And then he also can blast Kha'Zix too. Aatrox is kind of shit. Like, Aatrox is not fun into Lucian, so I would not choose that. What are they gonna do?
First pick this season in the LCK has not been played for a very, very long time. I would not be shocked when it comes up to how long it's been. It'll be Peanut was the last to play, but Canyon's played it a lot in his career as well. This is a bold choice. A lot of burst damage
Gwen?
for backline access.
I'm gonna be honest, that's a bad pick. So my issue with this is, so Gwen obviously can press W and she can run into opponents and stuff like that. She has to have a flank. Cassante can kill her, and win it, even though, like, you know, he's quote unquote a tank. She also is really prone to Kha'Zix. So I don't know. I feel like he could have sacrificed his pick, because they have more than enough damage with Azir, Aphelios, Lulu. Like, that's perfectly fine, right? You don't need more damage. I feel like this is too greedy, and it's gonna bite them in the ass.
The Cassante here and the Gwen, front to back here for T1 is amazing until the Aurelion Soul becomes too big to fail. But we already saw that too big to fail doesn't necessarily mean a guarantee.
Fuck, Ornn actually looks so good too. Like, you press R on the mid wave.
It isn't as good of an ASO angle as it was, so Chovy needs the rest of his team to step up.
It's pretty nice.
I wanted Canyon on the carry. I don't know if Kha'Zix really is the way to go. That said, though, last time I remember Canyon pulling something out like this. It was the Kane back in
I do think also, if it was a tank, I think the Kha'Zix pick is not good. Straight up, I don't think it's good. But again, because he picked Gwen, and so now every single champion is basically squishy. Kha'Zix has kind of access to do whatever the hell he wants. And Cassante can play forward in front. He can take the Lucian. Actually, yeah, they have Lucian. It's just Aphelios. He can definitely take damage in front in zone, and Kha'Zix can also kind of just, like, play with them with Evolve W and pull them along.
Number 4 of the series that has already delivered.
Okay, so this time GenG Duo is kind of already getting some priority on the bot brush, so it can actually play forward. So that's good.
Really interested to see what Canyon is going to try and get done with this Kha'Zix.
Looks like Faker snuck a ward onto the Raptors while he had the chance.
Really strong. Does get to have a big impact in team fights. Also see what the Evolve path ends up being. We haven't seen the champion in a really long time. I know Peanut pulled it out many a time. It really felt like he would always kind of lose, but then they'd win the game.
Pathing up. So I do actually like this, because he's putting trust in his bot lane to maintain the bot side, like, effectively. They might not get as much as they want,
ton of gold as well out of that with the first strike, as mentioned. Futures market has always been a staple of this Kha'Zix pick to try to accelerate as quickly as possible. And then when you get Umbroglaive in the past, when that was the viable option, you just clear a ton of vision, make it really difficult for squishy support like Lulu to actually clear vision. But it is, of course, a lot of the time...
Keria is taking more damage because he's overforcing situations. Plus, the first E he used was at offensively versus defensively, so he lost more HP in the end. Why did he ignite? What the fuck? Now, I'm curious, are they doing this in a sense that Kha'Zix is going to level 3 invade bot? Because I did consider that, but...
Yeah, I think a large part of this game could come down to just how much impact he's going to have on what is a very nice little pocket pick for the finals. I'm not so sure, though. I kind of agree with you, Wolf, though. You know, maybe...
Yeah, Lulu had lost both pots, so Keria actually played the Lulu side kind of bad.
Yeah, I'm not saying I like it. I'm happy to see it, just because it's a carry, it's something we haven't seen in a while. But Canyon is really going to have to convince us, because I think he's been pretty muted as the last one to play it. Actually was Owner versus KT, because, of course, the regular split was where KT wins the green. Yeah.
So I gotta look, real quick. Sorry, I'm gonna put this at 2.5, but there's one thing I wanted to check. How often did these guys ward around it? So he knew there was a Raptors ward. He did this. So in theory, he actually could wrap around and gank mid from the right side, but he's hugging left. Plus he has W, so it's already like not probable. Okay, I just want to know, because sometimes the players get caught up on just thinking, well, he's gonna invade the gank. It's not gonna do me any good. I'm gonna lose tempo on the map, so I just want to make sure that's true and not fake.
And you know, we'll see how much he ends up getting in this game and how many times he can actually catch those solo targets, as he is instantly here. And won't be able to do a whole lot. Yeah, this is playoff win streak for Owner.
This is a win streak for Sinjao. 5 games for Sinjao, and all of them were played by Owner, so I suppose both of us are correct at the end of the day. He has been the only one else on up for playoffs. Now, Owner could still go for this, and he's going to charge on him. Going to knock up here on the lands, but really this is just about the way out. He's coming out of the lands. He's going to have to deal, as they've been eyeing more and more farm for the bottom lane of these lands.
This is the big thing. Zinzal is so much life for Kha'Zix until level 6 basically is above. Not going to age you too much in the dives.
Yeah, he's coming over now. Oh boy, Rue comes down on a phase, and Alpine is here. And what's he going to do? Escort them to the turret, I guess?
I mean, it is what it is. Like, look at see where this like spawns from. Also, I just realized something. Let me get an epic pen out. I use this all the time, right? So they're stuck on this wave, and so this is the same situation that these guys felt when they were playing against these guys. The only difference is they actually had a much bigger wave to crash in this situation. So, and they were the, I believe the Aphelios, they were the Aphelios Lulu side. So they're in this position, they could have crashed, but they moved this way to get a ward, and that was bad. Here they have a much smaller wave to play with. And so these guys have good range, so they can kind of just DPS this as is. Plus, these guys can't take too much HP damage because the Xin Zhao is pathing down. They already know that, and they know their jungler is pathing up. Due to this makes it awkward for them to actually contest this as hard as they want to. He also used Ignite randomly, which was not good. But generally, you know, they probably can't kill them, especially with the summoners that they ended up choosing, right? Like they ended up choosing barrier heal. So with that in mind, like you can't really do too much. So they get this wave, and now the wave is like stalling, and again, like the more it stalls, the worse it is for GenG's duo to contest. And then once Guma switches to blue-purple, then it's really, really hard, because Lucian doesn't have cleanse, so if he gets caught by the purple gun, he's prone to dying. And same with Nami as well. So like a lot of the control goes onto the Aphelios Lulu side at purple-blue, and yeah, I mean like Guma, like Owner's so happy, because Owner literally just did a full clear, he did crab, and he just got to run down here and contest them. So they're down a solid 10 plus CS. That is rough. Yeah, he's down 10 plus CS. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I somewhat wish that Aphelios was going a lethality version build, but I'm pretty sure it got nerfed as well, so I'm not like 100% on how effective it could be. I'm not 100% how effective it could be, but I do like the idea of like Aphelios just being more range damage this game just because of what he's facing. So Xin Zhao did his Raptors, but he couldn't do his Krugs. So he skipped one camp to be a little bit more ready. And did they know? They saw him. Never. They never saw him. So it looks like Canyon is just pulling this because his top laner has first base over Gwen. And he was able to crash this. So he was able to receive the wave, build it, crash it. Zeus never contested him because I guess Zeus was scared. And then by the time like Kha'Zix is showing bot here, he could trade, and it would be a pretty heavy HP trade. It might have been, honestly, it might have been worth it for him to try to like contest a little bit more blazingly. But in this case, he didn't have to burn TP or anything like that, so TP to TP. Canyon gets the grubs, and so now this means Owner has ownership to come bot. If he skips his Gromp, he has a timer with Azir to go into bot, and they can actually set up a play. And I'm curious, can they use this wave? Because ideally, Owner would not do Wolves. Like, they don't know that he's on this. But there's one thing they know for sure. They know that he went into top side. And they know that he... Honestly, they probably do expect him to be on this in the end. Also, if I was Owner, I probably would have just gone and done my Wolves and my Gromp. Like, I feel like it's too late if you don't do your Krugs here. And I don't know why he actually went to do his Raptors first. He must have been... Like, no, because he knew Kha'Zix was, like, pretty late. So if I'm Owner, I probably do my Krugs, and you're either doing Krugs into zoning top with Zeus, slow build, 6 crash, overstays, like some kind of situation, or Krugs, Raptors, and then move through mid into bot, into Dragon bot camps. So if he came from base, he could do this into this and use them like this. He also... In this case, if he's just going to do this, also, like, I wouldn't do it. Because, like, another option is doing this into this, but this could waste his time, which would be pretty bad. So if he's going to do Raptors, I prefer him to do Raptors into just taking, like, these camps, and then either just going through bot for a 3v2, like, dive, while Azir kind of just can solo move over, or do the Wolves, do Raptors, Wolves, clear this out, and then go into bot side. Like... Personally, they need to do something with this wave. That's basically what I'm getting at. They need to do something with this wave. Because if they don't, it's kind of just a huge waste. Like Azir, like Aesol even used his R to cancel the base of Azir. So clearly Azir is going to be first on map, which he is. And because Owner goes to Krugs, it's still doable to make this play work, but he needs to book it. But he doesn't. He just does camp. So it's like, so we're going to go ahead and just crash this wave, and they're just going to collect it like normal. Meanwhile, the Kha'Zix got to do all 3 grubs, take his camps, and nothing happens. And it's like, hello? That's not the right play at all. Like, to me, T1 just is a huge question mark on this, like, early game decision. Like, I'm actually flabbergasted on the idea that they can't see this and use this. Like, the only outcome I could see is that they think that Kha'Zix does his Wolves and then traces back bot to defend. But if you make Kha'Zix show bot, you're super happy. Because he has no camps to do. Xin Zhao does. So Kha'Zix just has to just lollygag there the entire time. And you're chilling. You can just keep pushing this wave in over and over again with superior vision, and you're fine. So they take Dragon, you know, he has his camps cleared, he gets a Scuttle Crab, he clears a ward. You know, at least Guma has the balls to, like, forward press when he has jungler on his side, and then at this point, they're gonna look for a base. Probably. Like, I mean, they can fish for more plates, but part of me feels like I would've just fished for the base, because, like, you have so much gold already, and yeah, you can play for this, but if you back off and base, you're going to get tempo over them again. And you know what's going to happen? The Xin Zhao is going to come over here. He's going to take these camps. And he's going to be able to shift down. And you're going to be able to rebuild and do the same thing and get even more. Because guess what? This guy will do his bot camps. And then he needs to leave. Like, even if these guys clear this wave and they push it out quickly. Like, do a fast push, right? Guess what? You have firm control. He has to answer this. If he goes for the grubs, who gives a shit? 6 grubs means nothing. Like 5 plates, 5 plates, 4 plates. Doesn't mean anything. Literally means nothing. So, like, this is like a very obvious, like, in your face, holy shit, we can just smash them kind of situation. And I mean, we'll see how it goes. It seems like they believe they can just keep humping them forever, and that's fine. Oh, Canyon, you fucking devil, you. Cause like Canyon has to stay on bot side because they're getting humped. He knows there's wards in his area, so he has to be kind of tactical. So he takes the blue away and he's like, alright, that's all I can do. And now these guys base, and it's like, okay, well now my Xin Zhao's down here, but you guys are gone. Like, Xin Zhao's down here, but your bot lane's on a base, so he has to leave. He either has to base himself or he has to leave. So look, he's leaving. So now you're just back to, well, we're gonna try to hump them, and that's basically it. And they, guess what? They swapped. How fucking funny is that? That's actually so funny. So this timer, they're going bot because actually they want to repeat these plays. Unfortunately, their jungler already cleared his camps, and you're getting back, so you can't really do anything with this wave. It's a dead play. Meanwhile, these guys are like, yeah, we know they can't really do anything on this timer, so we're just gonna go ahead and swap, play for this, get our 6 grubs, and get plates. You can get plates too, but guess what? We're happy because we're losing, so this helps us. That is funny. That is really, really funny.
He's down here. Now Keen is going to be able to stay alive, especially in this area. This takes 2 turn-ins, but at the same time, it's a against Turret. We've all seen this before, and he's going to work pretty heavily on those first places. Now trying to get on top of the stage here, he has the deals. Going to take out the head severely, and it's going to survive, and now here's Faker on the top of the map as well. Going to keep him sitting, even look for a play. His face has to find a way to
Oh boy. I mean, if 2 die, that's really bad though. I need to see this. So they spend 3 on to try to kill Keen, which I don't think they can do, by the way. I think this guy's too tanky. Also, they gotta be a little mindful of him just like killing them. Now, Faker realizes like, okay, obviously like my top laner is a play, so I'm gonna go up here and try to help with this. I'm first on the move over Acel, even though Kha'Zix is probably here. So he jumps in. Now, they have to play into Gwen, which is a little awkward. Did you see that? That's so funny. So Lehens throws his bubble, and if you're gonna notice, he flashes into the Gwen W. So if he hits, then she gets hit by it. That's kind of smart. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of smart and pretty interesting, but definitely not needed. Also, ideally in this situation, like Kha'Zix would, I feel like he should show, because I feel like if he shows, he can hold the wave from coming in, which is a little bit better. And then if they see her, then they can just kind of be more blatant on just like pressing Lucian like R with Nami E and go hard. He has Ignite. Like I feel like that's just kind of better. So this is like not the best approach. Ooh, he took a lot of damage. And then Faker comes in. Okay, if Faker presses R here, Canyon's a hard, like, has to flash. If he doesn't flash, he's dead. So, because he's gonna get pushed out, he's gonna get hit by another Q, like a 5-stack Q, you know? Like, he's actually fucked. And if he dies here, GenG lose the game. Like, this is very much game-losing situation if you fuck this up. Is there a way for them to have gotten Acel involved better? Because I feel like you just need Nami for topside and that's it. I feel like the Kha'Zix could have just sat mid for a second with him.
same time, it's Aphelios against a turret. We've all seen this before.
Yeah, I feel like Kha'Zix, honestly, I don't think he even needs to necessarily go here. However they're doing this wave, just play it slow and wait for this ASOL push, let him come up. Or believe you could do this as 3 and go bot and surprise them. But there's like wards, like you're not 100% sure what wards there are, so the 100% play is going top. This is like a 50-50 on like, are they just gonna be idiots or not?
Is going to be able to stay.
I wonder if it's better for Kha'Zix to go through mid first. Because like I said, if he sits around and makes a play, it can work. And they definitely win a 2v2 as well. Let's look at the items. This guy has Rylai's. Like, Azir should not be able to play up. So if he gets this push, they're going to move up. And then Gwen doesn't touch this wave ever. Gwen will full sack. She won't try to take it. She'll full sack. And in that case, Kha'Zix will just leave, go do the grubs. You already got your plates on top side. You get 6 grubs, and then you keep going. Like, that seems like a better overall result than Kha'Zix trying to zone the Gwen. But then again, like I said, they also didn't necessarily play the 3v3 the best either. And Faker also did not play this well. And I don't really need to show too much at this point. Like, does Pays need to, like, take aggro here? See, at least Pays realized in that moment, oh, I kind of need to, like, do this. But it's a 2 for 2. So keep in mind, it's a 2 for 2. You're getting played spot as T1. Overall, you're pretty happy. And they got 5 grubs. So 5 grubs, not 6 grubs. Also, if Lehens does hit that, like, bubble flash, the Gwen does die. Or she'll be much closer to death.
The calling just tossed out. No real value here for Pays, and GenG don't have control of this dragon here. They do have Chovy who can roam up pretty easily with his flight here. And put the hurt on the Fakers. They should be able to wrestle that Bryo away. From the back, but once again, Chovy winning out in the Azir lane here. And it's not done yet because this wave was pushed in here by Guma. They're going to play this one. Pays takes some damage early on, but GenG full commit onto this objective, no TP from the side of Dave, so T1 say, okay, we'll get away. Onto this objective.
Interesting.
This way over here at gotta be careful. Aphelios is in a very good spot to sign. No needed items just yet.
So it seems like Pays can't get a lot done on the mid wave. Granted, he's not, like, exactly in a strong position. And it seems that Keen walks down, right? Yeah. Oh, he TPs. That's a little ambitious. He should have not TP'd. So that's a mistake by him. Can Gwen get anything off this? Because there's still plates. She got 1 plate, not bad. But not the worst. Still, like, the TP, don't think that was really necessary, but he did it.
Trying to get away from both Rylai's flow and Hextech is not really painful. It's not really what we want to deal with. This is not the same speed in which Chovy was able to come online as he was in Game 2 with Cerulean Soul. And the scaling aspects of this composition this time, not also into a T1 comp that has problems in the game. Not playing Cerulean Soul slows into a Kalista. It's going to be Aphelios. So low range, sure. This could be very protected by Olu. It will have a huge damage output in these team fights. So Chovy hoping to get some fight wins, hoping to get bigger advantage than he has right now. And GenG really need to slow this game down. And once again, just like the last time around, Pays isn't really going to be.
So let's see. How do we play this? Herald is up. The Xante does not have TP, so you have to walk into this. So it seems like they're full trading this out. So if this is the case, if they're not going to take this ever, it spawns now, right? And it seems he stole the blue again, right? Stole the blue. Do these camps. He's always hovering the ASOL side to look for picks. I mean, he took camps in the end. They get Herald. It's just, it is what it is. Like, I'm trying to see what he could have done differently. And it's not that much, so... Ooh. It's kind of doing a lot of damage. ASOL TP. These TPs are super weird. Like, they've done this twice now in this game where it's like, your guys, like, this is not necessary. Like, you took the bot tier 1, but they get to take top in response. Oh. He almost fucking died.
Haven't seen until what, like
So this is part of the issue with their comp, is they don't have anyone to sit in front ever. So whoever does is very prone to just dying. And like, notice like Zeri would be fine here. Like Zeri would be fine. Aphelios is not. He has to flash because it's just like, am I gonna die? And yeah, they almost died. Okay, the sad thing is that Pays, I'm pretty sure Pays literally takes turret aggro because he starts pressing R. But if he literally just waited and let these CDs go through, he could actually press in and do a full load and then press R, and I guarantee you he would have gone a kill. So his Lucian play right now, huge question mark. Don't know what the hell he's doing. Also, I think generally when he threw this R out, I feel like it, so when I watch, oof, shit, what team is it? I think it's Fnatic. It's either, no, it's Vitality. So Vitality does this thing where if someone commits a spell, they all go. Like, literally, everyone would be full committing and just expecting this to work, which is not necessarily the best, because obviously, for instance, if everyone flashed and suddenly you're using every spell and nothing hits, kind of sucks. But in like, this is one of those cases where them not respecting, if Keen was anticipating, he was anticipating, like Pays was anticipating to go, holy shit. They actually might just pick up 2 kills straight up, and T1 would be completely fucked from that. Like, oh, you lose mid T1, you lose 2 people die. That's really bad. Because when this mid turret is open, Lucian Nami has so much strength. Same with Kha'Zix, and even same with Acel, because Acel could just run over, press W, and like burn you. This guy can gun you down. Like, there's so many options for these guys, and they have no one to protect you because it's Aphelios, Lulu, Azir, Zinja. Like, you don't have anyone. You just don't.
Underneath the turret, but at the end of the day, T1 will keep their turret alive. 2 flashes expended here for T1, 2-man carry, losing those after the ultimate comes down from Toby. He has enough stacks to get the empowered one, so really huge threat. Large is the area where you can talk them up there, and the follow-up is there. The bubble is fantastic. They don't quite have the damage just yet. And it comes to timing to where if this was as Dragon was spawning, you feel really good about pushing away. You get neither the turret nor an objective from this place. So once again, Toby looking for a big angle here, but now doesn't have his power ultimate for the next Dragon fight. And about to level 11. Incredible power spike for the Kha'Zix to get the second evolve. Gonna be a lot of fights. We were in solo in the last game. Pace not able to carry. Two lines in a better position than he was. There's no Zac, but there is an Acel, which still he's going to Nate. Playing out against the late game. They have a nightmare. Herald is available here. Toby doesn't have his. Leandry's done just yet with the turret done. He's really respectful. Not on his side. He's now finally getting his second item online, of course. Having some discount on those items rather than being relatively cheap. Ends up working out. Reducing the lane turret. Going down after the earlier pressure. Gonna drive this one away, try to get some more value here.
He fucked it up. But it's not a bad idea, because Herald had a change where he takes less damage from the walls. Also, by the way, if you're paying attention, Canyon is not even around mid waves. Like, this guy's perma inside, which is ideal for Kha'Zix, and his whole focus has been placed on stealing camps away. Ooh, that's a good dragon. Hex. Yeah, that's really good. Ability haste, attack speed, really good. Really good. And of course, if they get them powered, it's also really good. Ugh, I hate static Shiv Aphelios. This guy just needs to pump damage, that's it. What the fuck? So this is an outcome, by the way, of what has been happening in this game. Because Canyon has been attacking the camps of Owner so much, Owner doesn't have a lot to farm. So naturally, Owner is going to go for these kinds of plays too. The only problem is his champion is so much worse than Kha'Zix.
He was threatening. He thought, he was trying to beat him, but actually, he's going to beat Faker and staying around and having a flash away from Toby. As now Paige with the calling safety down here after Wild Growth. So now with Keen in the front line, he is just so taking this point time to massage.
This is good. This is good. I mean, look at the map. So, Acel pushes this out, then Acel TP's top. Meanwhile, Keen is sitting mid to boost his weak bot lane. So, like, basically, it's really funny to see this overall, because this is so funny, actually. Because ideally, Keen would go top here, right? Keen would go top, and he would assist with this. He might even go here just to check and mess with the Xin Zhao in that sense. But he goes mid because his bot lane's really struggling to like do anything. So he's mid to boost them, and then his Aesol takes out the bot, and then he's gonna TP top to take that out. So Keen is always improving his laner's like situation. And then, because they get the next wave, and these guys took some damage, I guess for whatever reason, Guma's like, I have a buy, I'm gonna go base, and he has what? IE? So huge base. They don't know that he's based, but, you know, by them being on the midway first, they're gonna assume that, right? And Xin Zhao's still dead for a bit, and Gwen just took this bot wave. She could TP. And they kind of just tossed their ability, like, these are just long-range abilities. And Azir is already out, so Azir should just keep running. They're like, there's nothing to fight for, so he actually loses his flash for fun. And this guy eats some shit. And meanwhile, Keen... Dude, Keen's the man. I don't know what to say. I think I'm gonna save this clip here, by the way, because I feel like this has been rather good. Like, this is like a pretty good clip example to use. So they dip out. Sure. Good poke damage. Again, keep in mind, Kha'Zix, his W slows people and does a bunch of damage. So he can kind of just trail you along really easily. How do we do this, boys? Now this is interesting. So because of Keen, you know, and this like play that both like obviously owner dying is also a big cause of it. But what Keen did, and then the way they navigated it with Chovy, they're gonna get the mid wave. The Kha'Zix moves in before anyone else. No one is defensively positioned. Lulu kind of has to be with Aphelios in case of Lucian and Nami kind of pressing him. They know the Aesol has no, or the Azir has no flash. Dude, the fucking Nami R was so good. Fat R doesn't get the damage on that guy. Canyon. Trying to see, man. Is this actually worthwhile?
Clear the ward, but he is going to dash away. But now, can you get away from the Aurelion Soul without a flash? He is going to divide. And Owner is providing a front line here. Goes into the Zhonya's. A chance for T1, but now Guma in the 2v2, desperate to take it down.
Was that smart of Paze?
Clear the ward, but he is going to dash away. But now, can you get away?
Where is Paze in all this? So Paze ease over the wall. So Paze actually could push the shit into them here if he wants to. And Keen is here to protect him. I think this is just an error by Paze. No, I think he's chickening out because if he presses, he's gonna kill this guy, he can play into this guy, and then Keen is gonna take care of him. Guma is late to this play. Like, Guma's like really late to this play. The TP is also in a very good spot for Keen to actually help his team. Yeah, I'm almost certain if Lucian plays this correctly, they would have gotten a ton out of this. Like, yeah, he gets the guy's flash, but he is the reason Zeus could even do what he just did here. Man. Paze, my man, you are just such a bad team fighter, dude. I mean, like, well, not such a bad team fighter, but he just doesn't understand how to push the limits and how to trust, like, what's happening. Like, again, him bouncing out of there just killed his teammate. That should have been almost 3 kills, honestly. That's extremely funny.
very difficult to play out.
Ghostin!
He's getting ghosted out right now. Kuma, he
You're fucking kidding me. That's so funny.
At these team fights and how they go as a Sorel
It's Keen again on a shift. But why is he here? Like, he took 10 CS.
plus great inhibitor.
He took no CS. He didn't even go to the bot wave. He literally just snuck around. He didn't go here. He didn't go here. And he doesn't have to go top, by the way. But he didn't go to bot side to even contest this. So if he literally just ran around straight into mid because this guy has no flash and instantly plays onto him. Dude, my fucking god. Holy shit. My goat. My fucking goat. God damn. I don't even know what to say. I'm gonna put this here.
From the Kazakhstan
I need to put...
with the game. This is on both
So I collect clips for players just to showcase because they're like always interesting. So I'm sorry if I have to do this just a little bit while recording this video. But I want to remember the timers.
GenG is having some flashbacks every time they didn't get their eyes on Baron, and T1 snuck one away.
Oh boy, Kuma again in the mid lane this time. He'll get away with it.
So now the Lucian actually has so much strength because the Lucian has all this freedom from the mid turrets being down. So T1's duo can't contest like normal. They also have a terrible comp at contesting forward. And yeah, holy.
So much CC available for GenG. The big thing though is that yes, GenG are setting up for soul points. They have decent map control. Canyon is quite fed, but T1, we've seen us in nation, they were in game number 1. I think they're trying to do again. As you already mentioned, Velvet, their scaling is still exceptional. The only thing is that they don't really have a front line. They have two characters with the Gwen and the Zins that are much beefier than they appear. Nonetheless, if you make a misstep, you might still be in trouble. And I wasn't sure about Kazakhs. I don't know, gonna end up being enough, but Canyon on a carry. That feels good.
Yeah, it's very reminiscent of a lot of what we've seen from this guy who's peaked in Damwon. World's MVP. The man has done so much. And in this game, he's not a tank as mentioned, but he is a vision clearing machine. He is such a threat. Anyone who walks into him, 1v1. GenG playing around these slows. Toby just going between top and mid, grabbing as many stacks as he can to re-empower. His ultimate has a life.
Oh, somebody's got to check in his order this time around. He's going to walk it off. But now, I think the Hex Tech rip. Maybe he'll get back here, but then he's still going to try to go for his Baron.
They're so fast.
Yeah.
So much damage.
Your soul just holds Q.
Yeah, never mind.
Head on.
Oh, fight for the TP. Yeah, he wants to fight. It's too late. It's too fast. The Baron is gone. And then
That's it.
never mind. The owner just runs into that.
That's it. Oh god. So guys, what did we learn today? We learned that the game's over. But just look at their... Just look at what happens. Like, because of all these mid turrets down, also Keen, he might be the fucking MVP of this game. But what did they do? Look at their comp. What did they do? And like, he dies, but like, this is just a dumb contest by him. But the ASO also, the R is just so fat. Like, it hits Lulu. He has the flash. The Nami Rs have been really good. Oh my god. I don't know, man. I don't know. That was just... They don't win?
They have Baron here. It's not over till the Nexus falls. T1 has shown us many times, but now they know what it feels like to have a Baron taken away from them.
They don't even get an in him? Huh? Are you fucking kidding me? You have the wave. What am I missing here? They literally have the wave. They can take this instantly. What is coming up? Like, they have Baron. What is this objective? Is this Dragon? Dragon's not for 2 minutes. What am I missing here? Just take the inhib. Huh? What the fuck? Even if you're down tempo, you taking the mid inhib is gonna do so much more. Because this is gonna snowball into your timer for Dragon. And all you have to do is play defensive just a little bit and you're gonna be fine. Because they don't have turrets. They don't have a good comp to even play offensive. So that was weird. The fact they did not take mid inhib there, incredibly weird. I mean, what do I say? I guess, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Am I actually wrong in the theory of taking the mid inhib? Because like, yeah, they get tempo, and so in theory, because they do this, they're already like kind of positioned here. I mean, not really. They're like way far behind. I mean, no, technically their duo's there, so they can't get any defensive ground, but I'm almost certain these guys would have to instantly dip due to like getting ace and them having Baron. So yeah, I think I'm right. I think they definitely take the mid inhib. And yeah, the Acel just presses W and presses R, and like, what do you do?
They're looking for the end of this game. The 3-man ult comes in. Keria goes down.
Yeah, and like, would Lulu or would Zeri change anything about this situation? And I'm trying to think, would Zeri actually change?
Trying to put an end to this game.
I mean, certainly the Aphelios has done absolutely nothing. Like, for sure the Aphelios had zero effect in this game. And like, that situation where Lucian bounced out, Zeri would have killed them all. Zeri would have killed probably like maybe 3 or 4 people. So the Aphelios was a terrible pick. Terrible pick. Terrible pick. T1 with another bad draft. MVPs, dude, you know who it is, man. Do I really put him down? I think it's fucking Keen again. Keen and Lehens. I mean, don't get me wrong, Chovy also, like Chovy also killed it too. Like, Chovy had fat R's, but Keen's, like, presence is what helped these guys. And Lehens had really good Nami R's. I don't think anyone on T1 played well this game. Maybe Faker. And Faker also fucked up that one situation that would have ended the game with the lane swap. It might be Keen. Honestly, this actually might be a Keen MVP. Crazy though, 30 minutes, man. They fucking smashed them. Ooh, man, I hope the last game is good, because like, this draft was not it by T1, and they already wasted a solid like 2 games. Like, the 2 games they lost for sure was partially because they had terrible drafts. So here's hoping to game 5 is good.